The massive dome of the Galactic Council building gleamed under the light of 3 suns. Inside, creatures from hundreds of worlds gathered around the circular chamber. Today was different from their usual peaceful meetings. Fear filled the air like a thick fog. Ambassador Zethkar stood tall in the center. His crystal body sparkled as he moved. The room fell silent. All eyes turned to him. His voice rang out clear and strong. "Friends, we have a problem. A big problem." He pressed a button. Above everyone's heads, a blue planet appeared. It spun slowly in the hologram light. White clouds swirled around green and brown land masses. "This is Earth," Zethkar said, "home to the most dangerous species we have ever found." Whispers filled the room. Counselor Miranda shifted in her water tank. Her blue skin turned pale. "What makes them so scary?" Zethkar's crystal face grew dark. "Everything about them screams danger. They walk on 2 legs like hunters. Their eyes face forward to track prey. They can run for days without stopping to catch their victims." Dr. Zilvan clicked her 6 arms together. Her bug-like head tilted. "That does sound frightening." "It gets worse," Zethkar continued. "They tame the wolves of their world. Wolves, the most vicious predators on their planet, now serve them. They made every living thing on Earth work for them." Captain Yadan slammed his scaly fist on his desk. His lizard-like face twisted with anger. "We must strike first, before they learn to travel between stars." The room erupted. Voices rose from every corner. Some aliens clicked. Others hummed. Many made sound of fear. The peaceful council had never faced anything like this. "Wait!" Miranda called out. Her voice cut through the noise. "We should learn more before we act. We need to know what they want." "What they want is obvious," Captain Yadan growled. "To hunt and kill everything in the galaxy." Dr. Zilvan raised forward her arms. "Maybe we should watch them first. Know your enemy before you fight them." Zethkar nodded. "Our scouts found more disturbing facts. These humans have weapons that can destroy entire planets. They fight each other constantly. Their history is written in blood." The hologram changed. Images flashed above them. Pictures of human wars. Explosions. Destroyed cities. The council members gasped and whispered. "Look at their teeth," Zethkar pointed. "Sharp in front for tearing meat. Flat in back for crushing bones. They eat everything. Plants and animals. Nothing is safe from them." Elder Kixera spoke from the shadows. Her ancient voice cracked like old wood. "In my 1,000 years, I have seen many dangerous species, but none like this. They are perfect killing machines. Their bodies are built for death," Zethkar went on. "Strong muscles, quick reflexes. They can throw objects with deadly aim. They sweat to cool down while chasing prey. The poor creatures they hunt get tired and collapse. Then the humans move in for the kill." Young Pipster bounced nervously in his floating chair. "Maybe they're not all bad. Some species look mean, but are nice." Captain Yadan laughed. It sounded like rocks grinding together. "Look at the facts, child. They conquered their whole world. Every animal fears them. Every plant grows where they say it can grow. They are the masters of everything on Earth. The worst part," Zethkar said slowly, "is how smart they are. They make tools. They plan attacks. They work together like a pack of wolves. But unlike wolves, they never stop hunting. They hunt for fun. They hunt for sport. They hunt because they can." The room grew very quiet. Everyone stared at the blue planet spinning above them. Such a pretty world. So much danger hidden inside. Dr. Zilvan spoke softly. "What do we do?" "We have 3 choices," Zethkar said. "First, we attack them now. Destroy their world before they can leave it. Second, we build a wall around their system. Keep them trapped forever. Third, we try to talk to them." "Talk to monsters?" Captain Yadan snorted. "They will trick us. Predators are sneaky. They lie to catch their prey." Miranda's gills fluttered. "But what if we are wrong? What if they can be reasoned with?" "Impossible," Elder Kixera whispered. "Apex predators only understand strength. They respect nothing else." The debate went on for hours. Some wanted war. Others wanted walls. A few brave souls suggested peace talks. The votes were counted 3 times. Finally, Miranda stood up in her tank. Water splashed over the sides. I propose we send a small team, just to watch and learn. If they are as bad as we think, we can always fight later. Dr. Zilven nodded. I volunteer to go. Science requires observation. Captain Yadan growled, but agreed. Fine, but I lead the mission. When these humans show their true nature, someone needs to survive to warn the council. The vote was close. Very close. But fear lost the curiosity by just 3 votes. As the council meeting ended, Zefkar looked at the blue planet one last time. Soon they would know the truth about Earth's apex predators. He just hoped the galaxy would survive the discovery. The die was cast. First contact with humanity would begin soon. The silver ship Harmony's edge moved through space like a scared mouse. Every weapon was ready. Every shield was up. Captain Yadan walked back and forth on the bridge. His claws made clicking sounds on the metal floor. Keep us far away from their planet, he ordered. These predators might have space weapons we cannot see. Dr. Zilven sat at 6 different computers at once. Her bug eyes watched many screens. Numbers and letters flowed across them like waterfalls. Captain, I am picking up their radio signals. The sounds are very strange. Strange how? Yadan stopped walking. His tail twitched with worry. They are not talking about hunting or killing. They are sharing something called music. Listen to this. A soft melody filled the bridge. The sound was unlike anything they had ever heard. It rose and fell like gentle waves. Some of the crew stopped working to listen. The music made them feel calm and sad at the same time. Lyra Soul floated near the communication desk. Her ghost-like body glowed brighter. Captain, I can feel emotions from their planet. The music carries feelings inside it. Happy feelings. Sad feelings. Love. Captain Yadan snorted. Tricks. Predators are clever. They use sound to confuse their prey before attacking. Dr. Zilven clicked her mandibles together. But, Captain, there is more. Look at this video signal. The main screen lit up. It showed a human female with dark hair. She was kneeling next to a small, furry creature. The animal was hurt. Its leg was twisted. The human's hands moved very gently. She wrapped the leg with white cloth. Her face showed pain, as if she was hurt too. She is helping it, Dr. Zilven whispered. The small creature is not her food. She is making it better. Impossible, Yadan growled. Predators do not heal their prey. More videos appeared. Humans feeding birds. Humans carrying injured animals to safety. Humans crying when small creatures died. The bridge crew watched in silence. This was not what they expected from dangerous hunters. Lyra Soul suddenly gasped. Her glow became very bright. Captain, I am sensing something incredible. These humans feel pain when other creatures suffer. Real pain. It hurts them inside. That makes no sense, Yadan said, but his voice was quieter now. Less sure, Dr. Zilven switched to another channel. The screen showed human children watching moving pictures. The story was about a small elephant who lost his mother. When the elephant cried, the human children cried too. Tears ran down their faces. They weep for creatures that are not even real, Dr. Zilven said in wonder. Their emotions respond to imaginary pain. The communications officer, a blue creature named Veltar, spoke up. Captain, I am getting thousands of signals from their planet. They have networks where they share pictures of small animals. They call them cute and adorable. They seem to love looking at baby creatures. Yadan's scales changed from dark green to lighter green. This always happened when he was confused. Show me their news broadcasts. That will tell us their true nature. The screen changed again. A human male with gray hair sat behind a desk. He talked about many things happening on Earth. Wars, yes, but also people helping each other. Humans saving other humans from floods. Humans sharing food with hungry people. Humans working together to clean their oceans. Look at this report, Dr. Zilven said excitedly. Humans are trying to bring back creatures that died out. They call it conservation. They want to save every living thing on their planet. Lyra's soul drifted closer to the screen. The emotions I sense on their planet are so complex. Yes, there is anger and fear, but there is also love. So much love. Love for their families. Love for their animals. Love for their world. Another signal came through. It showed a human ceremony. Hundreds of humans stood in rows. They were honoring other humans who died while helping people. The ceremony was serious and sad. Everyone looked proud and grateful. These honored ones, Dr. Zilven translated, died saving others from danger. Their people remember them as heroes. Veltar looked confused. Heroes for not killing? For protecting instead of hunting? More signals flooded in. Humans teaching their young ones to be kind to animals. Humans building homes for birds. Humans rescuing sea creatures from nets. Humans planting trees to help their world breathe better. Captain Yadan sat down heavily in his chair. This does not match our intelligence reports. Dr. Zilven turned four of her eyes toward him. Captain, what if our information was wrong? What if we only saw part of the truth? Lyrasol's voice was soft and wondering. I have never felt anything like the emotional energy from Earth. These creatures have the capacity for great violence. Yes, I can sense that too. But they also have something else. Something I cannot name. It feels like choosing to be gentle even when you are strong. The bridge was quiet for a long moment. Everyone stared at the blue planet spinning peacefully in space. Finally, Dr. Zilven spoke. Captain, I request permission to make contact. These humans are not what we expected. We need to learn more. Yadan looked at his crew. Fear was still in their eyes. But now curiosity was there too. Very well, he said slowly. But we approach with extreme caution. If this is all deception, we must be ready to escape. The ship turned toward Earth. History was about to be made. The alien ship landed on the big flat area outside the United Nations building in New York. Crowds of people watched from far away. News cameras pointed at the silver craft. The whole world was watching. Hyun-Woo Kim stood waiting. He was the Secretary General of the United Nations. His heart beat fast, but his face was calm. Next to him stood Dr. So-Young Park. She was Earth's best scientist who studied life from other worlds. Even though no other worlds had visited before today, the ship's door opened with a soft hiss. Captain Yadan came out first. His green scales caught the sunlight. His yellow eyes looked around for danger. Behind him walked Dr. Zilven. Her 6 arms moved as she scanned everything with strange devices. Last came Lyrasol. She floated above the ground like a ghost made of starlight. Hyun-Woo stepped forward. He held his arms open wide. A big smile covered his face. Welcome to Earth. We are very happy you came to visit us. Captain Yadan stopped walking. His translator made his words sound rough. You are not afraid of us. Afraid? Hyun-Woo laughed. Why would we be afraid? You came in peace. You asked permission to land. We are honored to meet beings from the stars. Dr. So-Young moved closer to Dr. Zilven. Are you comfortable in our air? Do you need different food or water? We prepared rooms for you, but we can change anything you need. Dr. Zilven tilted her bug-like head. You prepared for our comfort, but you do not know what we need. That is why we prepared many different things, So-Young said with excitement. We made rooms with different air. We found foods that might work for different body types. We even learned some words in your languages. She spoke a few words in the alien languages. The sounds were strange in her mouth. But Dr. Zilven understood. Her 4 eyes went wide with surprise. You learned our words? In one day? Our people worked all night, Hyun-Woo said proudly. Students, teachers, computer experts. Everyone wanted to help welcome you properly. Inside the building, the aliens saw more surprises. Human workers had changed chairs to fit different body shapes. They had prepared foods from all over Earth. They had made the lights softer for eyes that might be sensitive. Everything was done to make the visitors feel safe and happy. Lyra's soul glowed brighter. The emotions she felt from the humans were overwhelming. Pure joy at meeting new friends. Excitement about learning new things. Not one thought of fear or anger or wanting to hurt. This is not normal predator behavior, she whispered to Captain Yadan. The captain's scales were changing color again, from dark green to light green to almost yellow. I know, he whispered back. A group of small humans appeared around the corner. They were children from a nearby school. Their teacher, Min-Ho Lee, walked with them. The children carried papers with colorful drawings. Their faces were bright with curiosity. Mr. Kim, one little girl said, "Can we give our pictures to the space visitors?" Hyun-woo knelt down to her level. "That is very nice of you, Ji-yoon. But we should ask our guests if that is okay." Ji-yoon walked right up to Lyrisol. She was not scared at all. "Hello, pretty star lady. I drew you a picture of our Earth. Do you want to see?" Lyrisol nearly fell from the air. The child's emotions hit her like a warm wave. Complete trust, total acceptance, love for a stranger she had never met before. The ghost-like alien slowly came down to ground. "I would love to see your picture," Lyrisol said softly. The drawing showed Earth as a blue circle with green spots. Stick figure humans and animals held hands around it. At the top, she had drawn silver ships and smiling aliens. Words at the bottom said, "Welcome, friends," in crayon letters. Dr. Zilvan felt something wet on her face. She touched it with one arm. "What is this liquid coming from my eyes?" Dr. So-young smiled gently. "Those are tears. They come when we feel very happy or very sad. It seems your species can cry too." More children came forward. They gave drawings to all the aliens. Pictures of spaceships and strange creatures and Earth animals all playing together. Captain Yadan held a drawing of a green lizard wearing a crown. The child had written, "Nice Dragon King," underneath. "Why do your young ones not fear us?" he asked Min-Ho. The teacher thought for a moment. Children see friends before they see differences. They have not learned to be afraid of new things yet. That afternoon, the aliens toured the city. Everywhere they went, humans stopped what they were doing to wave and smile. Shop owners offered free food. Street musicians played songs for them. Children pressed their faces against windows to get a better look. In Central Park, they saw humans feeding birds and squirrels. They watched people walking dogs. They saw joggers running not to chase prey, but just to stay healthy. They saw families having picnics, sharing food with each other, and even with strange animals that came near. "On our world," Dr. Zilvan said to So-young, "predators and prey do not sit together peacefully." So-young laughed. "We learned that being the strongest means protecting others, not hurting them." As the sun set over the city, Lyrisol looked at her companions. "We may need to rethink everything we thought we knew about predators." Captain Yadan nodded slowly. His scales had turned a soft blue color, the color of wonder. 3 weeks had passed since the aliens arrived on Earth. Dr. Zilvan sat across from Corporal Jean Sunam in a small room at the United Nations building. The human soldier looked young and strong. His uniform was neat and clean, but his eyes were kind, not cruel like she expected from a warrior. "Tell me about your job," Dr. Zilvan said. Her translator made clicking sounds as she spoke. Jean Su smiled. "I help people when bad things happen. Earthquakes, floods, fires. My team goes in first to save anyone who is trapped or hurt. But you are trained to fight, yes? To kill." The soldier's face became serious. "Yes, I know how to fight. But that is not why I became a soldier. I want to protect people who cannot protect themselves. My strength is meant to help, not hurt." Dr. Zilvan made notes on her tablet. This was the same answer she got from every human soldier she met. They all had weapons. They all knew how to use them. But they used their power to build schools, deliver food, and rescue people from danger. "On my world," she said carefully, "the strong ones rule over the weak ones. They take what they want." Jean Su shook his head. "That sounds terrible. Here, being strong means you have a duty to help others. My grandfather taught me that real strength is choosing to be gentle when you have the power to be rough." Suddenly, loud sirens began wailing outside. The building shook. Papers fell off desks. Emergency lights started flashing red. Earthquake. Jin-Soo jumped up. A big one. Dr. Zilvan watched through the window as the city transformed. In minutes, humans were running everywhere, but they were not running away in panic. They were running toward danger. Firefighters rushed into shaking buildings. Police officers directed traffic so ambulances could move. Regular people helped strangers get to safety. "Come with me," Jin-Soo said. "You need to see this." They ran outside. The ground was still trembling. Cracks appeared in some roads. But everywhere Dr. Zilvan looked, she saw humans helping other humans. A strong man carried an old woman on his back. A group of teenagers pulled a family out of a damaged car. A woman shared her water bottle with a crying child. On her radio, she heard Captain Yadan's voice. "Dr. Zilvan, we are trapped in the harbor area. The water is rising fast. We will get you out," Jin-Soo said immediately. He spoke into his own radio. "This is Nam. We have friendly aliens in the flood zone. I need rescue boats there now." Within an hour, Dr. Zilvan found herself on a rescue boat. The human driving it was Jae-Hyun-Oh, a fisherman who had volunteered to help. The boat moved through flooded streets where buildings stood like islands. "There!" Lirasol's ghostly form pointed to a rooftop. Captain Yadan and several other aliens sat on top of the building. Water swirled around the bottom floors. As they got closer, Dr. Zilvan saw something amazing. A human woman was also on the roof. Dr. So-Young Park had been giving the aliens a tour when the earthquake hit. She could have saved herself first. Instead, she stayed to protect her guests. "Dr. Park." Jae-Hyun called out, "Are you hurt?" "We are fine," she called back. "But get the aliens off first. They might not be able to swim in this water." Captain Yadan's scales turned bright yellow with shock. "She wants to save us before saving herself." Jae-Hyun carefully brought each alien into the boat. When everyone was safe, Dr. Zilvan asked them a question that had been burning in her mind. "Why do you risk your life for strangers? For aliens you just met?" The fisherman looked surprised by the question. "Because you needed help. That is what you do when someone needs help. It does not matter if they are human, alien, or anything else." Lirasol felt the man's emotions as he spoke. There was no lie in him, no hidden plan, just pure honesty and caring for others. That evening, in the shelter where evacuated people stayed, the aliens watched more miracles. Humans shared their food with people they had never met. Doctors worked for hours without rest to treat the injured. Children gave their toys to other children who had lost everything. Colonel Un-ji Choi, who was leading the rescue efforts, sat with the aliens during a short break. "Your people work together like a perfect hunting pack," Dr. Zilvan observed. Un-ji nodded. "Yes, we do. But we hunt different prey than our ancestors did. We hunt disasters. We hunt suffering. We hunt problems that hurt innocent people. You have turned your predator instincts into something else," Lirasol said with wonder. "We learn that being at the top of the food chain means we have a responsibility." Un-ji explained. "We are the guardians now. We protect everything beneath us." Dr. Zilvan looked around the shelter. Humans of all ages worked together. The young helped the old. The healthy cared for the sick. The strong carried burdens for the weak. "On my world, we fear apex predators," she said quietly. "Maybe you should fear the ones who never learn to use their strength wisely," So-Young suggested. "The truly dangerous predator is not the one who can hurt others. It is the one who chooses to hurt others when they could choose to help instead." As night fell, Dr. Zilvan realized something that would change everything. Earth's apex predators had not conquered their world through violence. They had conquered it through love. The Galactic Council chamber was packed. Every seat was filled. Beings from across the galaxy had come to hear the report about Earth's dangerous predators. The air hummed with nervous energy. Dr. Zilvan stood in the center of the chamber. Her 6 arms held different devices. Captain Yadan and Lirasol floated beside her. All 3 looked very different from when they left. Their faces showed wonder instead of fear. "Honored council members," Dr. Zilvan began, "we have made an incredible discovery. Everything we thought we knew about predators was wrong. Murmurs filled the chamber. Ambassador, Zefkar's crystal body flickered with concern. Explain yourself, Doctor. The lights dimmed. A hologram appeared above everyone's heads. It showed human children playing with puppies. The small dogs jumped and licked the children's faces. The children laughed with pure joy. These are Earth's apex predators, Dr. Zilven said, playing with the descendants of the wolves they supposedly conquered. The chamber erupted in confused chatter. How could this be? Where was the violence they expected? Captain Yadan stepped forward. His scales had turned a permanent soft blue color. Council members, I went to Earth expecting to find monsters. Instead, I found something I had never seen before. Predators who choose not to hunt. The hologram changed. Now it showed human soldiers, but not fighting. They were building schools, delivering medicine, and rescuing people from floods. It showed scientists working to save dying animal species. It showed ordinary people feeding hungry strangers. Impossible! Elder Kixera wheezed from her shadowy corner. Predators always take what they want. Lyrasol's ghostly form glowed brighter. Elder, I felt their emotions directly. These humans feel pain when others suffer. Real, physical pain. Their empathy is so strong it hurts them to see anyone in trouble. But they have weapons, protested a delegate from the militaristic sector. We saw their bombs and guns. Yes, they have weapons, Captain Yadan agreed. But they use them to protect the weak, not to conquer the strong. I watched human soldiers risk their lives to save my crew during an earthquake. They put themselves in danger to keep us safe. The hologram shifted again. It showed hospitals where humans work day and night to heal sick people. It showed rescue workers pulling strangers from burning buildings. It showed teachers patiently helping children learn to read. Dr. Zilven's voice grew stronger. We learned that humans did not conquer their planet through force. They conquered it through cooperation. They made friends with their prey animals instead of eating them. They turned their hunting grounds into nature preserves to protect smaller creatures. Counselor Miranda leaned forward in her water tank. Her blue skin sparkled with excitement. Are you saying they evolved beyond their predator nature? No, Dr. Zilven said with a smile. They evolved their predator nature into something better. They still hunt, but now they hunt problems instead of people. They hunt diseases instead of deer. They hunt disasters instead of the defenseless. The chamber fell silent. Everyone stared at the images floating above them. Humans feeding birds in parks. Humans rescuing whales caught in fishing nets. Humans crying over movies about friendship and love. Young Pipster bounced in his floating chair. So they are not dangerous? Captain Yadan's expression grew serious. Oh, they're very dangerous. They are still perfect predators. Strong, smart, and coordinated. But they are dangerous to the right things. They are dangerous to suffering. They are dangerous to injustice. They are dangerous to anyone who hurts the innocent. Lyrasol added softly, I have never encountered a species with such capacity for both violence and gentleness. They could destroy their world in an hour if they chose. Instead, they spend every day trying to make it better. The hologram showed one final scene. It was from the recent earthquake. Human rescue workers were pulling alien visitors to safety. The humans put themselves at risk to save beings they had just met. Their faces showed determination and compassion. Ambassador, Zefkar's crystal form began to glow. So the most dangerous thing about them is not their ability to cause harm? Exactly. Dr. Zilven nodded. The most dangerous thing about humans is their refusal to cause unnecessary harm. They have the power to take whatever they want, but they choose to give instead. They have the strength to rule through fear, but they choose to lead through love. Elder Kixera spoke from the shadows. Her ancient voice was filled with wonder. In all my years, I have never heard of such a thing. Apex predators who protect instead of prey upon. The vote came quickly. It was not even close. Every single member of the council voted yes. Earth would be welcomed as a member world. 6 months later, Ambassador Minjun Kwan stood where Dr. Zilven had stood. Behind him were Dr. So-Young Park and Colonel Unji Choi. They wore simple blue uniforms that showed Earth's new flag. "Fellow beings," Min Jun said with a warm smile, "Earth thanks you for this honor. We promise to use our predator heritage to guard the peace of the galaxy. Just as we learned to protect our own world's creatures, we pledge to protect all of you." The chamber filled with beautiful sounds. Chimes, clicks, hums, and harmonies from hundreds of different species, all welcoming Earth's apex predators as the galaxy's new guardians. Dr. Zilvan whispered to Lyra's soul, "They truly are the ultimate hunters. Their prey is suffering itself." In the months that followed, applications to visit Earth flooded the Council offices. Every species wanted to meet the gentle predators who had learned to hunt with kindness.